And who might you be?
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. I love you.
I know.
Hello everyone and welcome to Frozen in Carbonite. It's time for another randomizer chat, so let's generate a number. 36.
Right then, set 36 is Reconnaissance Mission. It's a 5-1, it's a dark neutral objective set all the way back from the core box, and it's a limit 1 per objective deck and your reserve value is increased by 1. So like with many FFG games, you get like neutral cards that they have multiples of, and this was the one for Star Wars LCG for the dark side. To tell you the truth, I probably haven't seen this since the early days. It was a big thing for the Sith control at the time of the First Worlds, because you Sith loved well, everyone loves card draw, but Sith love card draw lots, so increasing your reserve value was important. And then as we work our way through the objective set, we explain why it was so useful in Sith control. But yeah, nice simple objective, just increases your reserve value by 1, but you can only have one of these in your deck. So that was Reconnaissance Mission. So next two cards are human replica droids. Now looking at these, 3 cost for 2 white icons and 1 health, you're thinking, I'm never going to pay for those. Unfortunately, there was probably some people who had to pay for these when they were in dire straits, but the whole idea behind these guys was behind their reaction, which was after you win an edge battle, put this unit into play from your hand as a participating unit on your side. So these guys, if I remember when all that way back when watching the world's videos, is that Sith were good at winning edge battles with all the other cards that they had available, and keep one of these guys back in your hand so that you could drop it in when you did win the edge battle, and these would help you out on the offensive basically, or just get in the way as difficult defenders. So and there's 2 of these in the set, so their reaction's quite nifty, and I think they've been costed that way so that you're forced to practically use them in the with their reaction. But they can be very annoying when you're on top and you're winning edge, and then suddenly just multiple units pop out. The rest of the set, as most people know from watching these videos, is full of the 3 basic fake cards, and this is another reason why it was good for Sith control, is because you're mainly putting it in because you wanted an extra twist of fate, because with the other objective sets in those Sith control decks, having a few twists was what really helped, and then target and heat for damage opportunity. I'm not sure there's really much more I can say about this set. It's because it was one of the old ones, and it's very simple set. It's one of these ones you can drop in if you really need it to. Most people nowadays, you pretty much got an idea of what you want in a set. If you've ever built a deck and only got to 9 objective sets, then I guess this one you could slide in if you needed to. But nowadays, would you want to slide it in, taking it as 11th? Only if you're really struggling with edge for the edge cards, or if you are strong on edge and still want edge cards, then these guys can also help you out. I'm wondering though if there is any, just looking at the human replica droids, is there anything that we can do with the droid or spy trait, if that could come into play later in the game. I'm not really sure for these guys. At least I don't know if anyone's looked at that for who's building droid decks. So it's probably mainly scum stuff, and they usually have everything pretty much under control anyway. So unfortunately, it's gonna be a short one today, because I think this is a set we all know very well, and there's really not much else to say about it. It saw its day back in the core, and is one of those sets you basically put in your starter decks. And but there's probably just no, I wouldn't say there's no use for it today, but it's there. It's one of those there if you need it type of sets, and most of the time people probably don't need it. So, but that's it. That's Reconnaissance Mission. Nice, simple objective set. I'll end the video there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and goodbye.